Ladies and gentlemen, live from Manila Bay, you've got Ari Maccabee and Black Ops in the Top Secret Protocol. I'm here with my partner, Darren Little, live in Manila, guys. And today, you're in for a very special show. And the reason I want to tell you that is because we named this called the Top Secret Protocol because let's face it, there's a lot of steps in this business in order to be successful. And Darren and I are going to break it down for you today and show you exactly what it takes to be successful online in literally any business. Now, hopefully, you're going to apply those things that we're going to talk about today to the businesses that we're in. And if you're not in, you're actually going to join us in the venture and you're going to participate with us because I can promise you along the way, you're going to pick up a lot of skills that are going to help you to remain successful long-term in this business. Now, before I bring Darren out, let me just tell you a little bit about Darren Little so you guys know. Now, I've known Darren for over 10 years, going probably close to 11, maybe even 12 years since the MLM days. You know, since he's been in Manila, I've actually learned a lot of facts about Darren that I literally did not know. And I'm going to tell you something today. I've never felt stronger than I feel right now that we are on to something incredibly special because of all of the things I learned about his past. And I'm going to tell you up front, you got a special guy here. You got a guy that's made decent money in MLM, never broke the big dollars in MLM, but he turned into the affiliate world. And guess what happened? He skyrocketed, guys. He broke the barrier and made some big bucks inside this business following some of the skills he learned in MLM, but more so picking up and acquiring new skills inside this business that has launched him into the stratosphere and allowed him to remain successful, guys. Together, we formed Black Ops, and we have something truly special to help you guys, you know, really elevate your game. And that's what this is all about, guys, is learning these top secret protocols so you can elevate your game into the stratosphere. So without further ado, let me bring out the one and only, my main man, my business partner, Darren Little.
Fantastic, Ari, and it's a great pleasure and treat to be here in Manila. And guys, I will tell you, it took me 22 hours to get here. So, I mean, you know, we're talking about some dedication, but that's really what this industry is really, truly all about. Are you prepared to do what other people either can't or won't? Okay. Now, it's been a very interesting week, let me tell you, because when I left Vancouver, I was having some challenges with my back, with my hip that's pressing on my sciatic nerve. And I flew for 22 hours to get here. Now, thankfully, I was in business class because I could lay down the chair flat, the seat flat, and you know, it relieved a lot of the pain. But you know, when I got here into Manila, guys, it's not like we're in a first world country here, you know. So if you want to see a chiropractor or you want to, you know, get some sort of a treatment, we're talking about 2 hours in traffic to be able to get to the place, and a lot of times 3 hours in traffic back, right? And I've made 2 trips already into downtown, into Manila. So guys, what I want to do here today is I want to share with you that the business that we are truly in is a personal development leadership business model, okay? Now, the biggest challenge that people run into is that they come from a world of features and benefits. Okay, now what do I mean by that? If you take real estate, you take mortgage brokers, insurance agents, the automotive industry, retail, all of those industries, they're all features and benefits driven business models. Even commercials on television, they're all features and benefits driven business models. Now that's all people know. Okay? It's like they're programmed over and over their whole lives to believe that that's how you actually sell products. So when you go onto the internet and you see people in these variety of companies, whether it's weight loss or skincare or energy drinks or nutraceutical products, they're all trying to convince you that they have something that you need, okay? And what they don't realize is that the polarity of their magnet is set to repel people away, okay? Because people hate being sold, and they hate being convinced to try to buy your products, okay? Now, the interesting thing about our business model is it has nothing to do with your company. It has nothing to do with your products. It has nothing to do with your comp plan and your track record and your management team and blah, 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 okay? Zero. Now, what I'll share with you about the business model that you're in, if you're in network marketing, direct sales, MLM, home-based business industry, our particular business model, it has everything to do with your prospect, okay? It's not about your company. So the thing that you have to realize in our particular industry is that your products have to work, right? Very important. The products have to provide good value to the marketplace. The compensation plan has to be fair. The management team has to have a vision, and they have to have processing in place that allows you to be able to make money. Okay, now, once you know that all those things are in place, you need to move that out of the way. Move that aside, because that's not how you're gonna make big money, okay? You're gonna make big money by understanding that we're in a leadership business model, okay? Not a sales pitch business model, a leadership business model. Now, I'm gonna give you an example of the difference. Now, let's say that somebody is in, our program. Okay, now we're in Black Ops Underground, and the particular program that we're marketing is called Exodus. Now, the people that don't understand marketing, okay, they don't understand it. They don't understand the attractor factor. They don't understand how to gather groups of people together. They will be out on the marketplace, in social media, and they will be Exodus, 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 okay? Now, they just completely eliminated all the people in Prepaid Legal, Jeunesse Global, Nerium, Prove It, Empower Network, Digital Altitude. They've just eliminated all of those people, which are buyers. Those are people that are qualified to buy whatever it is that you have, okay? So you got to understand this about our industry, is that when people typically join a business, they already feel that they have their ticket to the promised land. They don't want to switch companies. That's not what they want. What they want is they want a leader. They want somebody that can help them to explain the business model so that they can have success, okay? Now, typically, if they're not making money, it's because they don't have a mentor. They don't have somebody that's teaching them what we're telling you today, okay? Now, what's the difference, okay? What's the difference in this little tiny tweak, okay? So let's say that I'm in Exodus and Black Ops, and I put out a post that says, who here wants to learn how to generate 25 to 50 qualified leads for their business, any business, right? And, if I get 40 likes, I'm going to do a webinar. I just learned this really cool strategy, and, I want to share it with you. Now, guess what happens when you do that? Guess who puts up their hand? Nerium, Prepaid Legal, Jeunesse Global, right? Empower Network, Digital Altitude. Everybody puts up their hand, because 97%, guys, 97% of the entire marketplace is struggling because they don't understand the difference between features and benefits and leadership. If you're pitching the features and benefits, it's filled with massive rejection, right? It's really, really challenging for people because they don't understand our business model. So out of the whole human population, if it's this big, you've got a little tiny sliver down here that's less than 10% that is personal development. And inside there, you've got another little sliver that's the home-based business industry. So if you target the personal development market and you speak leadership, You speak about personal breakthrough. You speak about overcoming procrastination and breaking through fears and stepping into your personal power. You attract the right buyers. And if you help the people that are already sold on the business model, right, with the 5 major pain points that we cover in Millionaire Mentoring, here's what magically happens. You assemble groups of all the companies, all of them. They all show up, okay? Now, if the value that you provide as a leader dwarfs the value that they're currently getting from their current leader, they jump ship and they join your team. Okay? Really, really simple business model, guys. Very, very simple. But you've got to learn this little tiny tweak on how to become the attractor factor. How do you become the attractor factor in your copywriting? How do you become the attractor factor in your videos? How do you become the attractor factor in your sales funnels? How can you put yourself into a position where people start to look at you as a leader? Okay, now once that happens, guess what magically happens to your income? Like this, like a rocket launcher, okay? So what we want to do here today, okay, we're going to take you a little bit behind the scenes, and this is something, we don't usually do this, guys. I'm going to share this with you, that tonight is a little bit special because, you know, I'm actually here live, right, with Ari. You can see him right here beside me, right? So it's kind of a little bit of a different scenario here, because this is kind of like a little bit of a celebration in a sense. Ari and I have known each other for, you know, a long time, guys, like a decade, right? So what you've got to realize is that you have to start to look at your business as a career, right? As a career versus a short-term quick buck. Okay, there's a big difference, because if you look at your business as a career and you start building actual real relationships with people as you're learning, as you're implementing, as you're sharing your results, right? Guess what happens? The leaders start to show up in your business, right? 7-figure income earners start to show up in your business. Now, why is that? Why is that? Here's why. Because if you want to attract the one, you need to be the one. So that's why this is really about personal development and leadership. And as you start to morph into that leader, right, other leaders want to partner up with you and do joint ventures. Okay, so this is what happened with Ari and myself. Okay, so what does the leader do? The leader blazes a trail, right, and leaves behind a trail of results for themselves and a trail of results for their team members, okay? And those two things attract other leaders to want to partner with you, okay? So by the time I had reached out to Ari, I had already done in 5 days $24,000 in my very first 5 days from scratch, from zero. And I didn't spend a penny on paid marketing. But at the same time, I already had people on my team that were having $1,000 days. Okay, so here's what a leader will typically ask you. Okay, it's important that you know this, guys. Okay, here's what a leader, a real leader, will ask you about your business. Okay, they'll ask you, how long have you been in? How much money are you making? And how much money is your team making? Okay, 3 things. Now, in the event that you don't realize this, right, it's very important, if you don't realize this, here's your start date. This time from 0 to your first 30 days is critical that you take massive action. Critical, guys, critical. So what I'll share with you, that when I launch a business, I prepare myself. I prepare myself mentally. I prepare myself with a game plan, with a strategy. I prepare myself with a campaign that I'm going to roll out that's going to attract a certain amount of people, that I can do a launch, right? So that I can break through this invisible barrier, right? And launch my business into vertical liftoff, and then take that success story and market the success story, okay? This is critical. Very, very important, guys. A lot of people get into this industry and they don't realize how important it is, okay, to do these three things in your business. The first thing you want to do is just learn something. Could be anything, doesn't matter what it is. You want to learn something, and then you want to implement it just for a couple of days to collect a little bit of data or a little bit of results, and then you want to share your results, okay? Now, you do all three things at the same time in our industry, and that's where people make the biggest mistake. Now, why do they do that? Because they're programmed in the other world, in corporate world, to believe that you have to learn for a period of time and then implement for a period of time until you become an expert, and then share your results or teach, right? In our industry, all of those three things happen at the same time, right? Literally within the first week. You learn something, you implement it, you collect a little bit of data, and you share your results. That's how you start to be seen as a leader, okay? And we're in a leadership business model, guys. Very important that you get this. So what I'm gonna do right now is, first of all, I'll share this with you, is that in a 90-day period of time, okay, using these strategies that we teach in Millionaire Mentoring, Ari and I have personally generated and gone from zero to just over $300,000 in landed commissions in the bank, and we didn't spend a penny on paid marketing. Now, a lot of seven-figure income earners will show you these big numbers. Oh, look, I made $100,000 this month. But what they don't tell you is that half of that they spent in traffic. Half of that they were actually burning through with Facebook ads, solo ads, also banners, all sorts of things to be able to get that 100,000, and they don't tell you that. They just show you the big number. They don't tell you how much it actually cost. I'm going to share with you today that what we do, all the success stories that we've had from people as young as 17 years old that made $35,000 the very first month, that was with no paid traffic. That's all profit, okay? Big difference, guys. So what we really believe is that if you learn these skills that we teach, every area of your life starts to transform, okay? And I'm completely serious. I will tell you that your marriage will get better. I will tell you that your communication with your children will get better. All your relationships get better. A lot of people actually get raises at their corporate job, at the same job. I've had people that have gone from 100,000 to 312,000 in 60 days working for the same company doing the exact same job, okay? So what happens is that once you learn these communication skills, once you learn these life skills, all sorts of areas of your life starts to transform, including health and wellness, spiritual, emotional, family, relationships, career, travel, financial goals, material things, contribution, giving back, and making a difference. They all start to transform. So this is bigger than just the business, guys. Trust me when I tell you this, that people that tap into our Millionaire Mentoring, we do ongoing training multiple different times throughout the day, throughout the week. So that it doesn't matter where you're at. You could be in Singapore, you could be in Hong Kong, you could be in New York, you could be in Toronto. It doesn't matter where you are. New Zealand, Australia. We typically try to put these trainings at different times throughout the day so that you can tune into them. Now, what we will be doing this next month is recording all of our trainings and putting them into a vault with a number of different beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels, where you can be able to access that training and pay a monthly membership fee for it. and also make commissions on that training. You know, I will tell you this training that we teach has been responsible for almost $900,000 in landed team commissions in 3 months. These numbers are shocking, guys, but this is really true. This is really what's happening. So I'm going to hand it back over to Ari, who's right here beside me, and he's going to share a little bit of data. He's going to share his screen, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, go ahead and mute real quick, Darren. Okay, guys, listen. Let me just tell you something. You know, the whole time I've been in this business, I've never seen this kind of commission. I mean, you know, we obviously Exodus Elite is a monster of a program. It's great. You know, one thing Darren and I are doing by setting up this system, the way that we're setting it up, is we're actually creating a program with the actual teaching and education guys to allow you guys to earn big commissions like you're earning now, and also a lot of little small residual commissions. So you get the best of both worlds all under one roof. And we're going to make this very simplified. You know, we've been working on this, you know, around the clock. We're pretty excited because we got some crazy video work ahead. Today, we're actually going out and scouting some of the locations where we'll be doing some of the video. I'm just telling you what's happening I've never seen before. You guys are in for one hell of a show when you guys see what's going to come. You know, as the end result, I promise you it's going to be something that's going to be it's going to blow your mind. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to bring you over real quick to Exodus Elite. Let me log in real quick, or get over to the page, and let me share my screen, and I'll log in live so you guys can actually see this. So, you know, everybody always says, oh man, that's not really real, you know? And I'm one of those people, man, I laugh when I hear that kind of stuff, you know, because people, you know, that don't know numbers, you know, they look at it and they think, man, that's crazy. Now, I haven't been working much on this lately. I told Darren he's about to catch up now. I'm at 152.8. I know he's at 148 something. So, you know, I'm about to turn on the afterburners again and take this back, because, you know, he's catching up. He's on my heels. But here's what first caught us about this program. First and foremost, it was the content. So let me talk about the content real quick. Okay, inside this program, you know, and I can't tell you how valuable this is. A lot of people look at it and think, man, that's just information. That's stuff you can download on YouTube or stuff you can find elsewhere. Well, it's really not, okay? First and foremost, in the Genesis library, you got part 1, which is the marketing information, which is really, 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 truly valuable information. It's thought-provoking information that's going to help you become a better internet marketer, okay? And that's one of the keys to being successful in affiliate marketing, even network marketing. I mean, if you look at network marketing 25 years ago, when I got in 26 years ago, something like that, actually, gosh, about to date myself over that. It's longer than that, guys, 28 years ago. So, you know, or actually 29 years ago when I first got involved, my very first company, which was A.L. Williams, you know, going from A.L. Williams, you know, at an 18-year-old kid, you know, first exposure, 19 years old, I was top 10 in the California region, which led all regions in the country for A.L. Williams. We were all in the top 50 of the company. As a 19-year-old kid, I had no idea what I was on to. I had no idea how powerful this business really was. And because of that, you know, I was young, ambitious, big-headed. Guess what? You know, I kind of walked away from it, went to Oregon. You know, things kind of fell apart when I got there, and, you know, I had to start over, you know, and I started over with a company called Equinox. Well, I can tell you back in those days, everything was done belly to belly. It was done in a meeting. You know, you give an invitation, get people to a meeting, go to the close right there live. What's happened today with the use of the internet is you can literally close people 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, using automated systems. And this information right here, the 4-figure promotions and 5 secret traffic sources, AWeber, Facebook Powerhouse, all of this information, guys, is the stuff that you really need to know and you really need to master in order to make that possible. So if you guys will actually go through this training, you're going to find out these videos, these PDFs, these audio trainings, they're going to basically give you all the information to have a very good foundation on this business. But when I say foundation, let me just tell you, there is one thing that's a little more important as a true foundation. I'm going to talk about that live when I come back to the screen. And that's something that we teach inside of our training. And I'm going to give you guys some few tips real quick that's going to help you understand what those things are. But this information, once you have that real foundation poured, then you can turn around and add the skills. The skills are going to give you the confidence, guys, to be successful. Then inside this library in part 2, you actually have what's called the Legend series. Now, this is a series, guys, of multi-million-dollar earners. Okay, now why is this? Why am I saying it like this? Okay, because here's the thing: each one of these individuals, including my partner Darren Little, and guys like Evan Clausen, you know, Jeff Mills, you know, Jack Zufelt, Joe Farina, Kevin McNabb. You know, I mean, there's so many in here. Ray Higdon, Todd Falcone. I mean, these are well-known names. But I want you to think about this. This is allowing you to listen to a one-on-one interview with each one of these people and really find out what's going on in their mind, okay? If you could sit down yourself and do an interview with a multimillionaire, imagine how powerful that is. Imagine what you could pick up from it. And that's what this is all about in this section. So you want to make sure you go through this. Jack Zufelt, so you guys know, is the author of The DNA of Success. He is one of the best when it comes to MLM. If you're in an MLM, this section is really built for you. You want to make sure you go through this all. And then here's another segment that I really like. This is The Village. Everybody knows about the movie The Secret. This is the behind-the-scenes catalyst for that movie, okay, so you guys understand. So this gives you 12 videos, 6 hours of listening to go through and really listen to all of the stuff that led up to that movie. And I'm sure if you do that, you're going to find there's a lot of very useful information that can help you be successful online. On this, you also have a health and wellness, guys. Darren and I talk about this all the time. So one of the things we committed to each other is actually to work on getting back in shape. You know, I put on some additional weight sitting in this darn chair, and I know Darren's got his problem with the sciatica, you know, from his nerve in his back. And you know, let's face it, guys, that's not an easy task. I've seen him deal with that trouble and that pain, you know, and I'm going to tell you up front, you know, wealth is nothing if you don't have your health. It's just nothing. So, you know, all the things that we take for granted as entrepreneurs, you know, because we sit on our butt a lot because we're on the computer, you know, these are the things that we take for granted. These are the things you need to be aware of and you need to stay abreast of. Okay, so this is the part that I love inside the system. The other thing that I like inside the system, guys, is the ability to earn crazy money. You know, and I'm not just saying that. If you look at the testimonials in the back here, you know, I don't think, Darren, I've ever opened this up live, but I'm going to tell you now, there's a lot of people in here that are talking about the testimonials. There are a lot of people that are talking about what's happened in here. And you see these people, $12,000 here. You know, I think we probably need to get our own deal in here. I need to probably send a message over to you know, to Paul and have him at us, because I can tell you now, our testimonial would be phenomenal. We've got a lot of people, you know, that have actually seen what we've accomplished here. And when they've seen it, they've been blown away, guys. You know, it's the easiest system by far I've seen to date to make this kind of money. Okay, the easiest. Now, let's talk about real foundations, because to me, there is something that's even more important, and that's just knowing how to set up your Facebook group, guys, or Facebook page, I should say. Your Facebook page, your Facebook fan page, your YouTube channel, okay, your LinkedIn, to, you know, to understand how to use all of these things properly, okay, because a lot of people really struggle with this. They don't understand. They just toss any old thing up on their Facebook wall as a profile picture, as a header, and you know what? It doesn't do you any favors. When you're brand new in the business, you have to fake it till you make it. You got to really look like a professional, so other professionals will add you, so you have the right audience versus having just any old, you know, person on your friends list, guys. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, Ari, you know, I've almost got 5,000 friends. You know something? I'm not getting any feedback. I'm not getting any comments or any likes on any of my posts. Well, that's because you have the wrong people on your list, guys. You're talking about business development. You're talking about leadership. You're talking about all these things on your post, yet you have none of those type of people on your page. That's the reason for your inability to achieve success, guys. Okay, let me help you understand one thing. In our business and Facebook, because Facebook is such a close-knit thing, Darren and I have a little recipe and a formula that we've kind of figured out is every friend you have on your friends list is equivalent to $1,000 in income per year. Okay, so just think about that. If you got 2,000 friends, you should make $200,000. Okay, if you got 5,000 friends, you should make $500,000 or more. You know, if you're a great marketer, it's always going to be the or more part. You know, if you guys know me, You know, I've already done that this year. In fact, this year already in the first part of this month, I've already made like $140,000 in some of the other stuff that I do. And, you know, here again, you know, I have people all the time ask me, and they doubt me. So, you know, something, I'll just take you over and just show you guys, because, you know, again, I'm a firm believer in documentation beats conversation. So let me just tell you something. This is without a doubt one of the realest things I've ever seen. And the opportunity to make that huge income. Let me let this log in automatically, guys, and I'm going to show you something that's going to just blow your mind. Now, this is my bank account outside the United States, so you guys know. So everything done here is done actually in pesos, and I'll actually break it down for you so you guys can actually see, because I want you to understand one thing. You know, a lot of these guys out there in this business, like Darren said, they basically say, oh, I've made X amount of dollars, but they really haven't made X amount of dollars. What they've really done, okay, is they've made some money. Okay, let's just do last 30 days so you guys can actually see. And I'm going to do just credits only, okay? And just so you guys know the exchange rate today, because I always like to stay up on this, okay? Each one of these 400,000 peso credits that you see on here is, I'll tell you exactly how much money that is, okay? That is $8,267.88, okay? Now, this is just, I'm just going to take you back so you guys can understand. Okay, there's $8,300 or almost $8,300. There's about $8,100. That's going to be almost $8,300, almost $8,300. That's $5,000, almost $8,300, almost $8,300, almost $8,300. That's $5,000, almost $8,300. Okay, when you see this right here, guys, $8,300. Okay, $8,300. I'm just trying to explain to you guys. Do you see the money? This is real money. This is cash in hand. Okay. What I want you guys to understand, I'm going to log out of this and come back, because, you know, there's overkill, you know, at some point in time. You guys, you know, what I'm trying to explain, guys, is this. Darren and I know how to make money. If you want to make money with us, we're happy to, you know, show you, teach you, give you the ropes if you're in our program. Now, that doesn't mean you have to join Darren and I personally. You could join anybody that's under the Black Ops umbrella, and we're going to help you. We're going to teach you. We're going to educate you. We're going to show you exactly how to do it. This is, to me, what, you know, we talk about this, the secret or top secret protocol. This is the reality, guys. Look, when you join a business, a lot of people basically will send you an email, they'll sign you up, and then they do this thing called disappear. Now, if you've ever seen that before in your world, where they just took your money and all the help they give you is like a video here or video there, that's not real help. And that's the type of stuff, you know, that I hate, and that's the type of stuff I know Darren hates. We've talked about this over and over and over again till we're blue in the face. You have to give back in this business. The top secret protocol, to me, is that giving back, guys. It is the fact that we'll spend the time, we'll educate you, even if you're not our direct personal and you're underneath somebody on our team. We'll invite you onto training, and we'll show you guys exactly how to do all of this stuff and to accelerate your game. You know, all of the money that we're spending for the teaching and the training, you know, and building the videos and doing all the stuff we're doing that to help our team so they can actually move at their own pace. They can make a little money while they're actually learning, and they can actually apply it to anything they want in this business. Anything, guys. That's the key. Okay? This is not a selfish business. The more you give back, the more you're going to make. I'm going to tell you that right up front. Okay? So in your job, you know, in this business, you should actually, like Darren said, look at it as a career. So that means if you're looking at it like a career, you know, you're definitely going to spend time with your people. You're going to go that extra mile to make sure they're educated, they understand things. And by doing so, your career is going to start to skyrocket a little bit. Okay, now I'll take you back in time. When I was in the MLM world and I got exposed to this business, you know, I'm going to tell you, the moment I saw it, I knew without a shadow of a doubt, this is where I wanted to be. There was nothing else. I wanted it so bad. I had a company call me on a telephone. They sold me a wish ticket. I put $19,000 into that deal, $19,000. I was living in Denver at the time. I actually moved down to Scottsdale, Arizona, and I thought I was going to basically go walk into the office and go to work with them. Well, the third day, I was ready to go into the office. I got all up. I got dressed up, put on my suit, and guess what? I turned on the news as I was about to leave, and I saw the FBI, the Postal Service, And the Arizona PD raided the office that I had given $19,000 to. Never got my money back. It was, I can't even begin to tell you. It was not just demoralizing, guys. It stole all my thunder, okay? And I'm telling you this because along the way in this business, you're going to put your money into something. You're going to put your time and effort into something. Your friends and family are going to think you're crazy. I know because I've been there, okay? You know, your friends are going to look at you like, you know, what the heck's that guy smoking? He's smoking opium, you know? They're going to look at you like, you know, you've lost all your marbles. And you know something, the moment that this starts to turn and it starts to break through, every family member, every friend that thought all of that stuff, they're going to be the first ones coming back to you saying, show me how to do this. This is why I don't actually go out and I don't ever prospect friends and family. I don't, because they steal my thunder. They steal your dream. Okay, so my hint to you guys is stay away from that. Find out how to effectively market yourself online and bring people to you that want what you want. Okay, when you do that, and that's what Darren and I teach, guys, guess what happens? The whole ball game shifts. And instead of you just pouring money out, money starts to come back. Okay, the more you give and teach and train and show people what to do, the more money that comes in. Your bank account keeps growing. You know, this is the reality of this business. This business, I'm going to tell you, gone are the days of sending an email and people, you know, getting the email, open it up and paying and then disappearing, because now people got smart. They start charging back. They start fighting with their credit card company or the bank or however they paid, PayPal. And, you know, Lord better not ever be PayPal, because guess what happens? If they send you money through PayPal and you don't take care of them, you're going to lose your PayPal account. And trust me when I tell you this. That is a nightmare, because PayPal alone can be what sets you free in this business. I know it is for me. You know, I make $60,000 to $70,000 a month just on my PayPal account. And I'm going to tell you up front, without it, I don't know what I do, because it's simple for people all over the world. I run, you know, SEO companies, a BPO, all on my PayPal account. So if you guys want to be successful, you have to protect your merchants. You have to protect your bank. You got to protect your, you know, your credit card. And how do you do that? You do that by actually helping people and delivering the promise. So whatever you tell people you're going to do for them, you do it, okay? That's what this is all about. It's what Black Ops is all about. It's about giving back. It's about showing people what to do to be successful, not giving you the roller coaster ride that most guys are going to give you, but giving you the real facts and taking it and breaking it down to you step by step so you understand what it takes to be successful, okay? Now, I know a lot of you guys came here to hear about Exodus. You may have came here to hear about eDigital Wealth. Here's the facts. We're in two really, really good programs right now that are, you know, exploding. I know I've made about $13,000 or $14,000 in, you know, eDigital Wealth. You know, I know Darren and I have made over $300,000 in Exodus, and I think he's made about $10,900 or something like that, or, you know, in eDigital Wealth himself. You know, here's the reality, guys. These businesses, they're going to keep paying us back for years to come if we do the right things. And that's take care of, teach, train, do all of the things that we've just been talking about. And if you guys want to participate in that, the number one thing you guys need to do is you need to get back with the person presentations so you understand. Okay, there's a lot of hoopla basically out on the internet. Okay, this is not that. If you guys are wanting something that's real, you landed in the right spot. If you want a group of people that are going to help you and help you elevate your game so you can be successful and support your family and live your dreams, you landed in the right spot. Okay. Now, I know Darren's got a lot of stuff to add to this, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it back over to Darren, but I just want to tell you before I let go of you real quick. Everything I'm telling you tonight is exactly how I live by my business, okay? I've said it before. You either stand for something or you fall for anything, and I don't. You know, if you guys know me at all, you know that if I'm firmly believing in something, I will tell you that. If I know something's a scam, I will tell you that. You know, I try to do the best I can by my team because that's the most important thing I believe is possible. You know, one of my buddies said to me, man, you know, you got to do what's right to help people. And I said, let me help you understand something. I'm a believer in God. So, you know, one thing that I do is I do what's right by God and people second. Now, by doing what's right by God, I believe that's, you know, you're helping people and doing all of those things automatically. And I think that's a big part of this business that a lot of people seem to have taken that chunk out and set it by the wayside and then live for the almighty dollar. Darren and I don't. Yeah, we make money, but you know something? It's never about the money with us, because if we didn't do the little things that I've been talking about, we wouldn't make any money, guys. We wouldn't make any money. Okay, so let me bring Darren back out and let him take over real quick. And guys, please, stick with us. You're going to see some great things coming, and just know that we're on the right path here at Black Ops.
Okay, and that is phenomenal. And guys, I got to share this with you because so much about this industry is about relationships, and you find out a lot about people when you spend time with people. Okay, you find out a lot about their core beliefs. You find out a lot about their integrity. You find out a lot about how they run their life and their friendships and their what they stand for. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I made the trip here, right? Is because Ari and I have known each other for a long time, but we've never actually worked together. And this last 3 months, we've hit some really record numbers that I don't think either of us have done in that short period of time. Okay, in 90 days, over $300,000 in landed commissions and profit. That's phenomenal. But what I want to do is I want to share with you a couple of slides here to help you to realize the difference between people that make it really big in our industry and people that don't. Okay, and I just want to share like 2 or 3 slides with you really quickly here. And let's see what we got here. Now, let's see where we're at here. Play from this slide. Okay, so guys, this is how you hit mass market, okay, industry-wide with whatever business that you're in. Okay, I'm going to say this again. With whatever business that you are in, okay, I don't care if you're selling skincare, weight loss, energy drinks, tools on the internet, training. You've got to understand this if you want to hit mass market. Mass market. That means the most amount of people in the industry. You've got to focus on these 2 specific areas. Okay, this is critical. Okay, critical that you know this. If you want to make the biggest amount of money, right, with the least amount of effort, these are the 2 areas. Okay, you've got to focus on personal development and leadership training, and you've got to focus on marketing strategies for any business. As a leader, okay, which is what we get paid for in this industry, we get paid when we do leadership activities. These 2 areas in any company, guys, are the 2 areas that are going to make you rich, okay? These specific 2 areas. Now, I'm going to share this with you here because this is typically what people do in this industry. Now, that was my very first month coming out of the gate, which was 108K, okay, from zero, guys. And I didn't spend any money on paid marketing. But I want to share this with you, this particular slide, because this is what most people do in the industry, okay, especially in high ticket. There's their primary business. Now, some high ticket programs, they can be 1,000, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Some programs go all the way up to as high as $100,000, okay? So the companies actually tell you to go into debt, to drain your savings account, to max out your credit cards, to take out loans in order to fund your primary business. Okay, so they tell you to invest your own money to buy the products and the training. Now, when those numbers get to be significant numbers, like 5, 10, 15, 20,000, 30, 50,000, $60,000, that can put you into a very, very compromising position because now you're out of money. Okay, you've maxed out your money, you've maxed out your credit. So most people, the only thing that they can do is to learn free strategies because they don't have any budget left. Okay, and that's a huge problem because it can often take 2 to 4 years on a learning curve, and they have to actually risk more personal capital. Now, what do I mean by that? They've got to risk their capital every month for their auto ship. The companies typically want you to attend 4 events per year, and each event typically will cost you about $2,500 with airfare, the hotel, the event ticket itself, the accommodations, and your food and everything else. You're typically looking at about a $2,500 tab 4 times per year. That's another 10 grand per year. So at 2 to 4 years of learning curve, start calculating how much money that you're going further and further in debt, okay? Now, here's the upsetting part for us as millionaire mentors, because most people, they never actually get to this part, okay? They never actually get to the part where they're making enough money to be making more money on the end than they put into the business, okay? And it's very, very frustrating for us to watch that happen to people because this business model right here is not what the 7-figure income earners actually do. Okay? They don't tell you this, and they all want you to do this, okay? And it's almost like they're lying because this isn't actually even what they do themselves, okay? So here's what they do. This is what the smart people do that are in this type of a business model. They typically have something on the front end. Now, it could be a JVZoo product, it could be a ClickBank product, it could be something like what we're doing, where we offer a $10,000 millionaire mentoring bonus when people join us in this program that we're in called Exodus, where you make $1,000 commissions. Now, it's not a big upfront fee. That's the difference. And you get paid in real time. So we show people how to piggyback off of a 7-figure marketing campaign. So we show you the exact campaigns that we roll out. How do we attract groups of people together to provide value to them? What's the technique? What type of copy do you write? What type of images do you use? What do you say to people in your videos in order to attract them from all sorts of companies? So we literally roll out the red carpet and we give you everything. Now, here's the big difference. This is what the 7-figure income earners know that you don't know. In your MLM, even if you made sales on the very first day, you typically will not see that money as usable cash flow in your bank account for 6 to 8 weeks, okay? This is true, guys. Trust me on this. I've been in this industry for over 26 years. And companies, especially in startup, they have a lot of hiccups. They have hiccups with their processor, with their transactions, with their wiring process to be able to finally get you the commissions and have it as usable cash flow, okay? I've been in companies that have been startups where I've waited 3 months to get my commissions. True story, okay? Before I actually had that money in my bank account as usable cash flow. Now, what the 7-figure income earners do is they have something like this on the front end that pays them today, okay? Not 3 months from now, today in real time, so that they can use that money now to be able to purchase their high ticket products and their ad campaigns. Now, here's the difference. There's no risk of their own personal capital. This is what Donald Trump talks about. This is what Robert Kiyosaki talks about. This is what all of the smart people do in business. It's called OPM, other people's money. Okay, this is the model that you need to be able to learn if you're going to make 7 figures and beyond. Okay, because this is the model that 7-figure income earners do. So they have something on the front end that's their little tiny ATM machine. It's their cash flow generator. And as soon as they make a sale, Boom, they've got cash flow right now today to be able to reinvest it back into their business, to reinvest it back into buy high ticket products, to reinvest it back into Facebook ads and solo ads and banner ads and all sorts of things for their business, their event tickets, their airfare, their accommodations where they're going to be. All of that stuff, guys, is paid by that little tiny ATM in the front. Now, in my case, that little ATM machine made $108,000 in 30 days. Now, then after that, guess what I did? I hired professionals, okay? Now, I want you to think about the difference between this, because a lot of people try and wing it in their business. They don't know what they're doing. They try and wing it, and they try to learn by buying courses and buying and testing, and they lose so much money. The smart people go hire the experts. They outsource it. So they learn from millionaire mentors. They apply the strategies that we do. They leverage off of our campaigns. They piggyback, right? They start making money, right? Like we've got 17-year-old kids that make $35,000 the first month, right? And they apply the exact same techniques that we do. So now they're not using their own personal capital. Okay, so there's no risk of their own personal capital. They're actually using the money from their ATM machine. Okay, so with $108,000 US, trust me, you can hire some great copywriters. You can hire Facebook ad experts, people that know what they're doing to get you the maximum bang for the buck. Okay, this is what the smart people do, guys. They don't try and wing it and try to figure it all out, right? They hire the experts to come in to do the business. They're the CEO, and they hire the best people in order to get the job done. Now, here's the difference. They end up with multiple revenue streams. You show, Ari can log into probably 10 or 12 different revenue streams that he has because he understands this process, right? Same thing with me, right? People say, Darren, how exactly do you do it? Well, you focus on building a list of qualified buyers. That's what you do. You only have one focus. Focus on a list of building qualified buyers. How do you do that? You do that by providing value to the marketplace and helping the market solve their pain and problems. So you end up rising to the top of the leaderboards in record time. Why is that? Because you're providing more value as a leader than the value that they're getting from their current leader, okay? And they jump ship and they join your team, okay? So if we can help people 17 years old make $35,000 month one, moms that are working part-time with 2 kids that make 10 grand their very first month, full-time engineers working part-time that had a $15,000 first month, people that have never marketed before, first-time marketers. We've got one that's 23. He made $26,500 month one. Another one was a personal trainer. He made $28,000 his very first month. Guys, these are real testimonials from real people, okay? Real people, you know? So it's very exciting when you learn this. This right here is the key. If you focus on for personal development leadership training, if you focus on teaching people how to market, that's going to take your business to the next level. You start popping these $1,000 commissions, you purchase the reseller rights for $299. That's like you went out and made it yourself, okay? Now, the product sells for $1,000, but that gets paid directly to you in real time. This is what's really cool about this. Your personal development, the Legend series, that gets you into the right mindset. Then you've got your Jack Zufeld, your Amazon bestseller. Then you've got your health and wellness section. Then you've got your marketing library. This is the gold, guys. I'm telling you, you need this for any business. Doesn't matter what you're marketing right now. Now, you can start pumping $1,000 commissions daily with this program. Remember, you get the $299 reseller rights, the $1,000 product gets paid directly to you, and these are the results that start happening. Michelle Tracy Anderson, $10,000 first month. We've got Justin James Grabko, $13K, working part-time his very first month. We've got also Kim Justice, $16,000 in 7 weeks. She's now at about $22,000. She was a personal trainer. She's never made that type of money before her entire life, and now her whole life is changing, right? We've also got here Jeff Lynn, $25,000 in 5 weeks. He's never made that type of money before, guys. This is all because of Millionaire Mentoring. This is all because they just surrendered their pride, they surrendered their ego, and they just showed up, right? This can happen for you too. Eagle Dan Baxter, $20,000 in 19 days. He's never marketed before. He was a personal trainer. Guys, these are real life stories. And there's no reason that this can't happen for you. No reason at all. All you got to do is surrender your pride, surrender your ego, and just show up and be coachable. That's what these people did. Here's another great story. John Hunley, $21,000 in 21 days. Guys, that's $1,000 a day at 23 years old. What would happen for you if you could generate that type of income, right, in that short period of time? Think about it. What would $21,000 do to fund your network marketing company that you're in right now? You think it might rise to the top of the leaderboards a little bit faster if you had a $21,000 budget for your business. Think about that, okay? Here's another one. Now, this is a great story because Robbie Godsell's only 17 years old, and at this point, this was right before the end of the month, he had done $34,000. He ended up finishing off the month at $35,000 from zero. He didn't spend a penny on paid marketing, and he's only 17 years old. So my question is, why not you? Why not you? Think about that. We're here to help you. We're here to literally open the vault and share with you exactly what we did, how we did it, what did we do to help a 17-year-old kid have a $35,000 first month, guys. This is what's possible. Vitaly Dubinit, he's, he had some marketing experience. He'd never made this type of money before, $67,200 in 60 days. He's now just cleared $80,000 in his first 3 months, okay? Now, Vitaly has multiple streams of income like us because he's followed the 7-figure formula. But think about that, guys. To go from zero to 80 grand in 90 days, right? A lot of people don't even make that working for 2 or 3 years, okay? And this is all because of Millionaire Mentoring. We offer a $10,000 bonus to the people that take action, that click that link below and throw their hat over the wall. I'm telling you, your life as you know it will never, ever be the same. That's all you've got to do is just take action. Now, what if we gave you the entire campaigns that have generated as much as $740,000 in team commissions at 60 days from a complete flat start? All the sales copy that you need to start popping $1,000 commissions, all of the value campaigns, the follow-up campaigns, the promotional campaigns from A to Z. If you just click the link below and take action, we're going to roll out the red carpet to you so that you can have success in your business. What if we showed you what type of Facebook content that creates interaction, teach you how to recruit new reps into any business in 6 to 45 minutes? And my fastest time on a live recruiting session is actually 180 seconds. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what the heck could this guy say to somebody in 180 seconds and have them join their business? How would you like to be able to see me do it live? Think about that. How would you like to be able to see me do that live? Because that's what we do for our students, guys. You think you might be able to learn pretty fast, seeing a 7-figure income earner recruit live right in front of you and explain what they're doing at the same time? What if we gave you access to a private Facebook group filled with tons of more marketing strategies? Now, you remember that you can start popping $1,000 commissions daily, literally like popcorn at a drive-in movie, guys. I've already had a $10,000 day. Ari's already had a $15,000 day because we apply these strategies, these top secret underground strategies that you're going to learn too once you click that link below and take action and throw your hat over the wall and say, I deserve success. I deserve to go to the next level. I'm going to help other people. change their lives. Because I believe that's why we're here. That's why we're here on this planet, guys. That's why we were put here, to help other people to step into their power, to step into their greatness, and go to the next level. Now, you could actually be one of 50 families right now to be getting over $10,000 in millionaire mentoring as a bonus, okay? As a bonus, guys. You can start making $1,000 commissions while you sleep. Okay, we're going to show you exactly how to do that step by step. You can get campaigns that have generated over $13,000 in a single day, over $25,000 in a single week, over $100,000 in a single month, and over $1 million online using these exact same strategies that we teach. If you click that link below, throw your hat over the wall and say, I deserve this. I'm worthy. I want to be one of those 50 families to get that $10,000 bonus. And I'm telling you, the spots are just about gone, guys. We've only got a couple left, and then we're shutting the door and we are done, okay? We're shutting the door on the $10,000 bonus. And then after that, people are going to actually have to pay, okay? So I want you to realize that all of these success stories that you've seen here today, these are all from our $10,000 bonus. These are all coming from Millionaire Mentoring. And you have a very limited window to be able to be one of these 50 families to be part of going to the next level. So I would highly encourage you guys to click that link below and to open up a gateway to a brand new reality for you and your family. Okay, so Ari, back over to you.
Come on out of here, guys. Okay, so sitting in the office. Go ahead and mute Darren real quick.
Hold on a second, I gotta try and find it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, sitting in the office with Darren, obviously we get a little feedback here and there, guys. Hey, let me get him. All right. So in any case, guys, look, you've heard the story from both Darren and I. You've heard what this company is. You've heard what Black Ops can do for you. If you're looking for a way to make some money from home, you probably landed in the #1 destination online that can actually really help you and not give you the wish ticket that you've been getting in the past, okay? If you're looking for a way that you can break out and you can actually learn something that's gonna help you be successful in anything that you're doing online, you landed again in the #1 destination online, okay? And that's Black Ops. You know, I can promise you there's people all across the industry right now talking because they've never seen people generate so much income with zero paid advertising as we've done right here. Now, what we teach, is it unique? Absolutely. Is it simple? Absolutely it is, guys, but it takes a little effort. So let me preface something with this whole deal real quick. If you guys are willing to come in, give us a couple hours a night, I can promise you we can help you break out of your financial woes. It's just basically taking the time to learn the process, okay, and then assimilate it into what you actually do and then apply it. And if you can do that, you can be successful. Darren's giving you story after story of people that, you know, have been successful. I've got a guy that sits in my office. I think he's made $18,000 already, you know, and this is not his primary business, you know, doing this. In fact, you know, to be upfront with you, he first told me, I'm not joining that, I'm not doing it. And about a week went by, he saw my commissions, you know, skyrocket, and he says, man, I'm in. And he joined. In his first week, he made $5,000. I got another guy, that's Paul D'Souza, by the way. He actually works out of my office. He's from South Africa, but he's here in the Philippines with me. And then I got another guy, Wayne Crow, joined this. He's an emailer. And, you know, he wanted to bring another coaching program in because he teaches people how to email. And he saw this as a perfect opportunity. And we've had some good guys come into our group from Wayne. Wayne's a really solid guy. He's made $5,000 or $6,000 working this very, very part-time. You know, we've got a lot of people that have came into this saying, hey, I just need to make an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month. Well, here's the reality, guys. You're talking 1 to 2 sales. If you can do 2 sales a month, you put $2,000 a month in your pocket. And now I don't know about you, but to me, I can tell you an extra $36,000 or an extra $24,000 a year is huge money. So $2,000 to $3,000, that's huge money. That's you're talking about. If you have a job right now that pays you full time $30,000 to $36,000, and then you go out and you add another $2,000 to $3,000 a month, you're talking about another $24,000 to $36,000. You're talking about doubling your income or more than doubling your income part-time. Okay? You owe it to yourself, guys, to make a decision in life to improve, to get better, to be plentiful, you know, so you can support your family. And this is the opportunity that I would recommend you to take a very serious look at and get on board with today. So again, like Darren said, get back to the person that actually got you to this presentation, you know, and get started today. Now, if you're on a page that they gave you a link to, you can click the button below and it'll take you through the automated sign up process. If not, you're on the YouTube link, just get back to the person that invited you here and get started immediately, guys. We're here to help you. We're here to walk you through this every step of the way. We're not going to let you go it alone. You have my word to that, okay? If you got questions, feel free to shoot Darren or I a message on Facebook, or get back again with the person that invited you and ask them the questions. You know, we look forward to seeing you on the inside of the Black Ops Underground Marketing Group on Facebook and the Underground Commission Project group, guys. Please take this seriously. This can be the career of a lifetime if you give it a chance. You guys have a good day, and we'll talk soon.